Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fabulous. This is Angela, and I am here with you for another edition of Notes on the News, Not News. Welcome back. It's a new week. Yay! It's the best week ever. Notes on the News or Not News is where I read to you mostly headlines or talk to you about things that are in the news and just my thoughts on the headlines, the things that are in the news. And my thoughts are based on je ne sais quoi. It could be just reading a headline. It could be reading a paragraph after the headline. It could be that I read the whole article, or I could be an expert on the subject. But if you'd like to read the articles which I reference or get some of the links that I'm talking about, then you can hit me up on my Twitter page. Be Fabulous, UBEFABULOUSYOU. Let us proceed. This is Bella, she the video vixen. Okay. Why we lift every voice and sing. The story behind the Black National Anthem. And right around the time that I started thinking about the fact that we have a Black National Anthem, I'm like, when we have been having all this BS distracting anthem talk, it occurred to me, some people may not even know that Black people have a national anthem. Do all Black people know we have a national anthem? When did I first hear Lift Every Voice and Sing? It seems like something that, I definitely remember hearing at high school graduations. But I don't know. I don't know when the first time is that I heard it. Do you know when the first time is that you heard Lift Every Voice and Sing? Lift every voice and sing until earth and heaven ring. I got to warm my voice up. Benjamin Pelham, powerful Detroit politician and journalist during the 20th century. I never heard of Benjamin Pelham, but I do like becoming more familiar with ancestors, people who have fought and lived honorable lives, fought honorably and lived honorably, just to say their names and remember their work and be inspired. Georgia sheriff, this is the opposite of that, indicted for sexual battery, other charges after invasive body searches of 900 students. This is coming off of Atlanta Black Star. I don't know if these were, if this was a Black school or not, but they were like supposedly looking for drugs on 3 or 6 children. It sounded like what I read. They had the kids on lockdown. I'm like, what kind of school? What kind of administration? And they couldn't call the parents. They had the children's phones separated from them. Bull. Study. For-profit colleges blamed for many student debt defaults. I feel like this whole, especially this private college thing, is like a racket. And even now I'm starting to feel more and more like even non-private colleges are rackets. Like, people are starting their lives off buried in debt. And then that requires you must work. You're desperate. You're put under pressure. And so being under pressure influences how you make decisions and what types of decisions you can make. And in some of my experiences working in some of these corporations, I haven't had a lot of corporate experience, but the corporate experience I had, I kind of felt like it was almost designed to keep you under pressure. So I just feel like, a lot of these systems, a lot of these practices are working together to keep people under pressure, keep people desperate so that they feel like they have to do things and they don't have any choices. And then, the Secretary of Education is, deregulating what private colleges can do. Because I think there had been some attempt, at least with law schools, to set things up where if your school cannot demonstrate that people are graduating from your school and getting jobs, then no, you're not getting federal money for like this federal loan money. No, we're not lending money to people who go to your school because your school is not demonstrating any types of results. You can't just be out here selling people anything with no show and prove. What's really going on? But anyway. Professor targeted for creating class about dismantling white supremacy. So he put up, you know, a little advertisement or whatever. Hey, I have this class coming up. He's the director of African American Studies. He looks like a white man to me. And I think it's like at Colorado. It's not the Colorado College, but I can't remember where it was, but it's not like a large urban center, and it's not a program that I heard of. And I was kind of feeling a way like, okay, so he's running the African American Studies program. There's probably some African descendant who could have used that job. But anyway, you know, so this white man who appears to be a white man put up this poster. You know, this is the syllabus. This is, you know, this is the class that's going to be coming, you know, spring 2019 or whatever he put up, 2018. And somebody took that flyer and they made a flyer that looked exactly like it, but had different language. Like instead of dismantling white supremacy, it was dismantling black nationalism. Y'all can't even see me because Miss Thing is still in all the light. My video vixen is still in all my shine. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you. She can't steal my shine. Okay, so anyway. So it was kind of, and you know, then I guess the article said that the fake syllabus referenced, Bella, move, you in my light, girl. Referenced a professor that hadn't been there for like 5 or 10 years. And so that made that particular professor feel like either it was something that was done by a professor who would have the history to know who was there 5 or 10 years ago and what their politics were, or that it was like more organized than just a random student doing it. Because, you know, usually when you're a student somewhere, you're there for 4 years. Some people may be there for 5 years or 3 or 2 or 1, but I'm just saying, usually that you're there for 4 years. So you don't really have a context that goes back, you know, 5, 10 years. So anyway, Dr. John Henrik Clarke, call the ancestor's name, Pan-Africanist writer, historian, professor. Yay. There is a private Craigslist inside Bloomberg terminals where Wall Streeters are selling everything from Ferraris to Italian castles. Someone dressed up as the Monopoly man is trolling the ex-Equifax's CEO's hearing in Congress. I'm still trying to like understand the concept of trolling, but he behind him in pictures. And I guess they trying to say that he's like an unfettered capitalist, I guess. Dove issues apology for racist Facebook advertisement. Twitter responds. So I had seen that advertisement or like a screenshot of it. And I'm like, what in the, and I thought it was a joke. I didn't realize it was a real ad. Cubans remember Che Guevara 50 years after his death. I didn't know that Che Guevara was Cuban. I've heard that name, Che Guevara, but for some reason, I thought that he was from Central America or South America. I'll have to research him. In one of his first major interviews since he was shot, Steve Scalise forcefully defends current gun laws. I don't have any comment on that. Hurricane Nate is downgraded to tropical storm after making U.S. landfall twice. 9 American companies with extremely religious roots. 4 richest kings in Africa. Reporter Cam Newton is insulted, apologizes for her racist tweets. Oh, the reporter that Cam Newton, you know, was like, ha, 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 I can't believe a girl is saying these things. She got some racist tweets and they found it. Be you, be fabulous to you. You, today is the best day ever. Talk to you soon. Bye.